from the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Good evening and welcome, my dear viewers and ladies and gentlemen. Early morning today, we beamed to you visuals of how a mob of rioters blanketed and breached America's Capitol building. We saw disturbing visuals of how in the United States of America, democracy came to a virtual standstill. We saw visuals of mobs armed with weapons storming into the Capitol building at a time when the United States House of Representatives and Senate had met in a joint session to consider the certification of the Electoral College result. But, as chaos ensued 12,000 kilometers away in Washington, D.C., those in Lutyens, Delhi, some in Lutyens, Delhi, rolled up their sleeves and got to work. They, ladies and gentlemen, are hashtag lovers of anarchy. And that's my hashtag tonight. The hashtag lovers of anarchy in India began tweeting. The lovers of anarchy started circulating bizarre, oblique, obfuscated claims to use the mayhem at Capitol Hill to degenerate our democracy. The lovers of democracy will never allow it. The lovers of democracy will not allow the lovers of anarchy to win. So-called activists who had last year said, protest is a craft. Anti-nationals, egged on protests in the middle of the pandemic, were today saying, our mob much better looking and our mob more effective than the American mob. Others tried to connect the violence in Washington, D.C. to the Ayodhya incident. Can you believe it? And yet, others who are lovers of anarchy used it to create an anti-Modi narrative. It is clear to me, my dear viewers, tonight, that the hashtag lovers of anarchy are having a meltdown. For all their in-house tactics from Shaheen Bagh to the farmers' protest to break and block India failed, and that is why, because Republic was at the forefront of exposing these lovers of anarchy, they have just one agenda: to try to break this network. They should be dreaming, with none of their break India tactics sticking. These hashtag lovers of anarchy are now using the siege at the Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. over the US election results to provoke and run down, break and burn our great nation. So today, these lovers of anarchy must answer me. What do Trump protesters waving the Confederate flags have anything to do with our country, Bharat? What do those vandalizing the Speaker's office in Viking gear against the election of Joe Biden have anything to do with India? You shameless hashtag lovers of anarchy? And is this meltdown final proof that these unelectable, unelected anarchists have no real issues to take up? Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you with three big debates tonight, but my first debate is on the lovers of anarchy. Please respond to us tonight in a big way, because we are here together against the lovers of anarchy. We need to fight them together, viewers. What happened in Washington can never be allowed to happen in India. Debate number 2 this evening. It doesn't matter what political side you're on. This is absolute rubbish. Debate number 2 tonight. Debate number 2 tonight is on why some people are trying to say that industry is fighting with agriculture. Industry works with agriculture. Agriculture works with industry. That's debate number 2 tonight, viewers. And ladies and gentlemen, debate number 3 this evening. Another VVIP arrogance case caught on tape. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Thursday evening on the debate tonight. Unprecedented assault on democracy. Trump supporters lay 4-hour violent siege to the Capitol building. Prime Minister Modi sends a strong message against the subversion of democracy, urges peaceful transfer of power. But those republic fights, we fight, I fight, the lovers of anarchy back home try to defame India by drawing a baseless comparison. We expose them tonight. On day 43 of the agitation, Kisan unions carry out tractor rally to protest the central government's farm laws. Is the opposition trying to stonewall development by pitting industry against agriculture? Big debate at 10 p.m. tonight. And Karnataka minister caught on tape hurling abuse at the government employee. It's time to smash the political arrogance. Smash it. And ladies and gentlemen, as chaos reigned on the streets of the American capital, the hashtag lovers of anarchy back home got hyperactive on social media, trying to force an anti-India angle, an India angle when there is none. Tonight, the Modi-hating lobby will get a fact check on why subversion of democracy in any way by the lovers of anarchy will not be tolerated. Let's debate.
With banners of Trump 2020, Make America Great Again and slogans of We Want Trump, a mob of thousands stormed into the Capitol building. The pictures of the 4-hour siege has put the world's oldest democracy to shame. A complete takeover of the Senate, a gun battle, tear gas lobbed, mob scaling the west wall of the Capitol building. All this a few hours after outgoing President Donald Trump called for a walk down Pennsylvania Avenue to come back to power. When India woke up to the news of complete anarchy in America, those yearning for anarchy on the streets of India went into an overdrive. Congress tried to drag in Prime Minister Modi despite a strongly worded tweet from the Prime Minister on the violence. And the left liberal lobby went a step further. They tried to force a comparison between the Capitol chaos and what happened at Babri 28 years ago. Here's why the Capitol India comparison can't be drawn. Because 8 Jawans have laid down their lives in India protecting India's parliament from terror attack in 2001. Because for the last 74 years there has been peaceful transfer of power. Because farmers have protested peacefully for the last 43 days on the streets of New Delhi. So it's time the lovers of anarchy stop celebrating. Let's debate.
Dr. Sriram Chole, I start with you. How do you like my hashtag, Sriram? Lovers of anarchy. Do you think it describes these people well? The lovers of anarchy back home who are so excited about the violence in America? Do you think it describes them well, Sriram?
Arnab, you're right to point out that this is a completely flawed and ridiculous parallels being drawn. America is in the midst of a deep crisis with roughly half the population in favor of Trump and the other half totally against him. We don't have that polarization in this country. Just look at the statistics in the last general election and the continued popularity of Narendra Modi in this country. He is way above the BJP, is far ahead of all other rivals in this country. There is no polarization. This is in fact a fake narrative that they have peddled to show divisions in our society and to try and make it look like it's actually, going through some kind of a major cleavage. There is no cleavage in this country. The bulk of the population is behind the Prime Minister. So I think the parallel itself is flawed. Secondly, the point about Prime Minister should come out and condemn. He did condemn. So after that, what they tried to suggest. These people, they have run out of any kind of
so I want to understand.
To attack him.
I want to understand. I want to understand tonight, so Sushant. I want to understand tonight what these people eat for breakfast, because it seems to be having an impact on their thinking and their minds. A person called Akar Patel says our mob much better looking and more effective than the American mob. Rana Ayub, somebody called Rana Ayub says, a reminder to democracies like India, the day is not far when we witness this terrorism on our soil. I don't understand. What do they eat for breakfast? Kavita Krishnan says that, is it Modi and Maga Bhats, Bhai Bhai? No. This point is, I don't understand. You can bring an anti-Modi agenda into everything. What does Modi have to do, for God's sake, DK Giri, with what happened at Capitol? Please explain to me, have people gone mad? MAD mad? DK Giri, you will blame Narendra Modi for what happened at the Capitol building. You will call them bugs. Please explain the thinking. Please explain the thinking. India wants to know.
I don't know how I can explain, Arnab. Yeah, how I can explain those cracks, really. I don't know, they are crackpots. But certainly what is happening in the United States is worrying. The so-called greatest democracy in the world is witnessing these ugly incidents. In the full capture of Capitol Hill is very depressing and worrying, really, for the entire world. But it has nothing to do with India.
No. I want to know, what does Modi have to do with it, for God's sake?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, my question, Sushant, was what does Modi have to do with it? What does Modi have to do with it?
Well, frankly speaking,
Why did Prashant Bhushan link Modi to what happened at the Capitol building? Sushant. Yes, Sushant.
Arnab, I think something very serious has happened.
There is no link.
And we really dumb down the debate by bringing these non-entities into this debate. Frankly speaking, because, these are absolutely fallacious comparisons, nonsensical ones. And for them, it's a Pavlovian response. Anything happens anywhere in the world, they have to drag in Mr. Modi into it. Now, the thing is that what has happened in America could happen anywhere else in the world, simply because I think what happened in America shows the fragility of democracy, that if you have somebody like Trump and you have the kind of polarization which exists and you have a contested election and you have these kind of things happening. And the problem increasingly in democracies around the world is intolerance, not just on the right, but even more on the left. For example, when Boris Johnson wins by a landslide in Britain last year, do you remember that very night? There were huge demonstrations saying that we do not accept this electoral verdict. He's not going to be our prime minister. Now, how does any democracy survive when people on the left are simply not ready to accept the results? And the same thing happens with people on the right, in the case of America.
But it's a suggested, I'm sorry, but it's a suggestion to violence. I'll tell you why it's dangerous. We can call them anything. We can call these people mad, anything. But Pankaj coming to the debate with Nalin Kohli,
can I just say
opening up the
Arnab,
debate.
1 second.
Some people, some Latvians.
Arnab, one finger.
Yeah, sure.
Look, the travesty is that what happened yesterday technically was not a violent protest. It was less violent than what happened during Black Lives Matter, the kind of arson, the kind of looting which happened. And the people who were condemning what happened yesterday are the very same people who actually supported what happened during Black Lives Matter protests. Now, Black Lives Matter is extremely important, no doubt about that. Racism is a problem in America, no doubt about it. But do you condone looting and do you condone arson because of ideological and political reasons?
No.
Once you do that on one side, the other side is
I believe.
destroyed
No.
what they
You
did.
see what the Sushant. I'll tell you one thing. We must not tolerate this anymore. And you may call me intolerant, you may call me a right-winger, but we cannot tolerate this anymore because there is a campaign to malign India. Certain Lutyens media journalists that I would like to bring in, Nalin and Pankaj, into the debate, drew a parallel to Babri Masjid. And they said the following: yes, this is America's Babri Masjid demolition moment. But get down from your moral high horse because we accomplished this much before America did. I don't get it. Can someone explain this verbal insanity, Pankaj? Why don't you explain this verbal insanity to Nalin Kohli? Let's debate this. Because you want Modi in everything. Pankaj, explain this. What do rioting Trump supporters who staged an attempted coup have anything to do with Modi?
See, I don't want to draw any parallel with any incident or with any individual. But you know, any leader with such an extreme personality is always dangerous to the democracy anywhere in the world. And you know, Mr. Goswami, that across his lifetime, Trump has exhibited a trade profile.
No.
Trade profile. Sky high.
No, what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting? What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything.
What are you
suggesting anything?
I'm sorry.
I am not suggesting anything.
You are suggesting something. No, you are. Nalin, isn't he suggesting something? Are you suggesting?
No,
1 minute, let me ask you. 1 minute, let me ask you. Let me ask you. 1 minute, 1 minute. No, Pankaj, I have a counter. Pankaj, I have a counter. Pankaj, I have a counter. No, Pankaj, I have a counter. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Let me first finish.
Are you suggesting? Let's take a situation.
No,
1 minute,
I'm not
Pankaj.
suggesting.
This debate.
Why do you think that
this is an important? No, I will let you finish, but with a counter.
Do you think I'm
No, but I
suggesting?
need a counter. It's no. I won't let you get away with the social media suggestions. Listen to me now. Listen to me now. Now listen. See, listen. Are you suggesting that if Narendra Modi had not won the election in 2019, I repeat, Nalin, my question is, Narendra Modi and the BJP came up with a bigger mandate, right? And you were decimated. Are you suggesting that if Narendra Modi had not won the election, there would not be a peaceful transfer of power in India? Nalin, that's the point, isn't it? I mean, if you're suggesting that, I want to know on what basis you suggested.
Well, let Pankaj give a categorical answer.
You can't insinuate and get away anymore. This is Republic.
We can't do a debate on insinuations. So let Pankaj clearly say that he's talking only of America and not talking about
No
India.
more insinuation.
That will close the matter. What happened? Pankaj has chosen not to give a
Reply,
response to that.
Ball is in your court.
See, my point is that what
He
is
doesn't have a response. Viewers,
Mr.
hashtag lovers of
Trump's
anarchy. This is a great debate tonight.
psychology.
No, I'm sorry.
Psychology is that he is sky high extroversion combined with low agreeableness. He is dynamo driven.
I am not discussing Trump's
He is
psychology, for God's sake. Nalin,
hyper-ambitious.
they are insinuating on Modi talking about Trump's psychology. Are you out of your mind?
We don't need Pankaj on this program. We can do it with
point
some
is,
expert in the
any
United
leader,
States. The answer to Pankaj is very clear that are we making an analogy with India, yes or no? And that's the straightforward answer. Give a straightforward answer. Anywhere in the world. That's the problem. You see.
No, I'm sorry.
It's very, very uncomplicated. It's very simple. There are a set of people who suddenly wear a cap at all times, find something or the other to hate Narendra Modi and build a narrative of negativity, falsehood, motivated.
There is nothing
Again,
against Narendra Bhai Modi.
Narendra Modi.
It's not
So
against
then why
Narendra
don't
Bhai
you
Modi.
frankly, then why don't you condemn Akar Patel? Why don't you condemn that other lady which he named? Why don't you condemn all the people who have gone ahead and tried to draw an analogy with India?
Why do you
No,
think?
How
viewers,
can
we
we
must
draw an
come to
analogy
this.
with India? Indian
Why do you
democracy
think
is
that I am
wonderful
saying
and
all
strong.
this?
I
One
tell you
minute,
this.
Pankaj, let me
there
finish
in
my
your
point.
mind. It's
Pankaj
all there in your mind.
Pankaj, I'm not
Why
interested
do you
in these
think?
silly debates. In your mind, in your thinking and all this, these childhood kind of debates should be not coming from someone
If
as
I
mature
am
and elderly as you.
if
I'm analyzing and it's in your head and therefore you've got it. Become a
the basic
psychologist, become a
personality of
psychologist,
Mr.
do a
Donald
course,
Trump,
go join
why
an
are you
institute
trying to
and then
link
start
it
doing
with anyone
counseling.
else?
Let's not reduce a television debate to a psychology session, and we don't need you as a non-psychologist to teach the viewers psychology.
I'd like
I mean,
to-
at least respect yourself.
I'd like
I'll
to-
just simply say, I mean, for this, let
No,
me
I'd
one
like
minute, Mr.
to-
Goswami, I have a point to say.
I'd like
Do
to
not
make a
compare
point.
India with America and India. Just a moment, Mr. Goswami. India granted universal suffrage to women voters from day one. No distinction between any voter, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Parsi, Dalit, non-Dalit, upper caste, lower caste, whatever. All voters equal from day one. This is not a country, and this democracy is so strong, subverted only once in 1975. Instead of celebrating the
Well
beauty
said,
of the world's
Nalin.
largest democracy, we don't need these frauds, these enemies of democracy to go out there and run down the strength of the Indian voter who elects government after government, rejects the BJP in one place, elects the BJP in another place. We lose elections also. We don't win all the elections. It is a matter of pride for us that we have a leader as charismatic as Prime Minister Modi, who has won 2 elections
BJP winning the
handsomely
elections.
on the
We
basis
are
of
discussing
people
the
voting for him.
conflict between the manipulations by political underworld and the rights of civil society is on the rise.
Sir, this
I would
you,
like
we are witnessing
to
the shades
know the
of
things
liberal
change. You
in
see, what
many
happens is,
countries.
I
Pankaj,
consider
Let us
myself
discuss
to be
that.
not extreme in any way. And I've started hating the word liberal being used because there are certain people who tag themselves as liberal and are the most illiberal people. They will say my way or the highway. How is that liberal? I mean, if the standards of liberalism is to be seen in its true sense, you should respect my view, I should respect your view. But how can a debate
Mr.
be in a way that
Nalin
my
Kohli,
view is the only
Mr.
view, your
Nalin
view is not the
Kohli,
view?
don't
And
you
therefore,
agree with
Pankaj
me
ji,
that
let's
these
not
are
pick
the
up
true
these,
colours
let's
of
not pick up
Mr.
these
Donald Trump?
typecasts used by a
Don't you
select
agree
few
with
I
me
would
that
like
during
to
his
justify
tenure,
their own point
democracy
of view.
became
No.
fragile? Therefore, we are witnessing
a
horrible
minute,
scenes
please.
of
Let me.
tear
It was
gas,
9:25 p.m.
There.
9:25 p.m. on this hot debate. May I, Pankaj, because I'm a man of few words. You see, I must say this as I bring in Smita into the debate and Saira into the debate, who I'm sure will not speak over each other. You know, the question is, my friend Nalin said, and on our whip on our side, he's talked about liberal, as if liberal justifies everything. Tomorrow you will be insane and say, I believe in liberal insanity. Tomorrow you'll be corrupt. You'll say, but I'm liberally corrupt. Tomorrow you'll be incompetent. You'll say, I'm liberally incompetent. So liberalism, quote unquote, or pseudo-liberalism, cannot be a balm over insanity, incompetence, or lies.
Thank you,
Second
Mr.
point.
Goswami. That's the
You
correct
see,
word.
what is happening right now in this country is...
That is the correct word.
Thank you. Pseudo-liberalism.
But I'm going to talk because I
Now,
don't
now one
want
more point
overtalking
comes
to
up,
each
and
other.
I find
It's
it most
best if you
appropriate.
decide who's going to talk.
I need to complete my very profound observations. After that, I'm coming to you, Saira. It's very profound what I'm going to say. I was just thinking in the course of the debate, and I'd say this in another way in my own context. A group of people, they throw any insinuation at you. They throw stones at you. They throw verbal garbage at you. Right? They fling accusations at you. Right? And one bunch of defeated fools love it. And they start clapping. Like it's happening in the case of some in the Lutyens media today, the accusations being thrown on Republic. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. But fact of the matter is, I believe now the time has come to stop taking it lying down. And that's what Nalin Kohli, people like you and Sushant must realize. Because as long as you take it lying down, then the other side believes they have a free hand. My question is very simple, Saira, and I hope that for the first time in the 3 years 8 months and 26 days since you first came on one of my shows, you will give me an answer to a specific question. Saira, the 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court of India gave a unanimous verdict on November 9, 2019 in the Ayodhya case. Where was the violence after that? So why are you drawing a comparison between Ayodhya and Capitol? I mean, are these people out of their mind completely or partially?
The entire Muslim community of India have accepted it very gracefully. Nobody
so then where is the comparison?
We don't even want that ordinary.
So where is the comparison?
You give that away on charity. We've got nothing. But
where is the comparison, Saira? The nation wants to know. I'm sorry. No. You have to. Where is the comparison?
Then I feel we really need to
Where does
prioritize things.
Why did you draw a comparison between Capitol and this?
The institutions that are supposed to be protecting the rights of the citizens of India have been co-opted or they are being subverted. So today when there are analogies to the Ayodhya incident, are you going to deny that a bunch of hoodlums in thousands scampered on to the Babri Masjid and demolished it illegally? Do you agree with it? So if there's an analogy happening between 1992 and
what does that have to do with Modi or the transfer of power?
What is wrong in that comparison?
Sorry.
Because here we are talking about
you're sounding ridiculous.
Democracy. We are talking about people who disregard the democracy, who go around subverting and try through other
for God's sake, Trump lost and Modi won. What are you talking about?
What happened in the election?
Trump lost a second term, Modi got a bigger second term. What are you talking about? It's sounding very silly, radically silly.
People are not accepting that other political parties can
What does Goa have to do with Washington?
But what happens? The right-wingers
Someone tell me, Smita, what's going on here?
And by MLAs.
Connection some people are trying to make.
They lodge
India
them
is
into
not
hotels
divided.
and they fly them down through chartered planes.
My jaw is dropping every second.
India is going ahead.
Isn't
that
a sense of nationalism?
By the end of the show, my jaw will reach the floor.
In America, there are 2 nations. They're struggling to...
Smita will respond, Shriram. 1 minute. Smita will respond.
And that is the reality. That's what they're not able to tolerate, Arnab. India is one and unified under Modi, and this is really hurting these people. That's
or you believe that it is a limited democracy.
What do you believe in? Figure. He's a hateful figure. They compare him to Trump. Has Modi lost a single election in his entire political career? No. Why? Because he brings whole society together and they walk along with him. That's the reality. And they are not able to face that. They are not able to digest his success.
Manasvi is debating right now with Smita. I want Smita to come in also. Smita, 1 minute. You are saying that Indian democracy is dangerously fragile. I want Smita to come in. Viewers, 9:30 p.m. on this trending debate. 1 minute. Another Latvian journalist says, when such scenes are unfolding in the world's oldest democracy, there are grim portents ahead for countries where democracy is dangerously fragile. I don't understand this, Smita. Again, where is the comparison? I think Yogendra Yadav wants to do this. He can't do this in India. Because you have a strong government, so I don't know where the comparison is. Somebody must explain to me the comparison, and somebody must tell me tonight, Smita, why the people at Capitol Hill were called Bhakts.
Yeah. I waited for half an hour for my turn. I just wait for the liberals in your show to allow me to speak and be extremely liberal with my with giving me 30 seconds to speak out here. You know, the thing is that you were talking about anarchy and chaos in America, and you're looking at the self-flagellation which is happening in India. And you know, this thing of chhati pitna, which we say, there's just like, you know, anything happens anywhere in the world, we find parallels within our country. I just don't understand that this innate sense of low sense of self-worth that some people have in this country, and the shame that people have, the sense of shame that people have in the country, I just cannot understand. We have democracy which works. We have smooth transition of power that has taken place in our country regardless of this multi-party system which we have, which results in khichdi governments that come in, coalition governments. In spite of that, largest party in which gets elected sits in the opposition. We've had weird phenomenon of people who who were not Prime Minister candidates becoming Prime Minister, but then nobody objected to it. Smooth transition that takes place. And there is, where one cannot understand where people like the ones that you pointed out find, systems collapsing in our country. Why? The media is functioning in this country, but they will point and say that the media doesn't function. The judiciary functions in our country, but no. What one has to think about is that the chaos, the carnage that one saw in this sanctum sanctorum of democracy in America is something that has to worry every country in the world. Can you imagine if this was to happen in our country? No, we can't imagine, right? Because when terrorists tried to enter the parliament, you saw what happened. So we know that our system, our law and order works in our country. And if Modi commented on it, so did Trudeau, so did Boris Johnson. So what is the sense of shame? Why should we blame our Prime Minister for saying something, what he did, what other heads of state did, heads of government did? Why?
So
because if America goes into a state of chaos, it is global chaos. Spin-offs will occur, markets will tumble, partnerships of international significance will be put at jeopardy. So it is necessary for democracies like ours to see to it that America doesn't go into a sense of chaos. Thank you.
No, but what does this have to do with India? One minute. I do, yes, I appreciate that. But again, my question is, what does this have to do with India? Why can I Manasvi ask you? Manasvi, listen to me. First, introspect. The problem with Twitter is that people, because, and I don't mind if many of you are on Twitter, but it's a very reactive medium. You don't respond, you react to everything. Somebody says something, you have to respond. I also believe that there is a chain reaction, chain psychological reaction. I believe that in this country, the anti-nationals get a centralized message every morning, which without applying their mind or brain, whatever is left of it, they just proliferate to the entire world and make people suffer as a result of it. One second, yeah. In this country, this is a country where a journalist on the day of the parliament attack, this particular, I don't know whether I should say journalist, whatever you call the individual, says it was a great day. We are like vultures. We feed on these moments. That person should speak for himself. And now they say the actions in the US Capitol are utterly disgraceful behavior. Well, you said you were a vulture on the day of the parliament attack. You said you fed on those moments. You speak for yourself. And now the same people say utterly disgraceful behavior. Well, that was utterly disgraceful comment as well. My question is, Manasvi, what does this have to do with India? Joe Biden won. What does Narendra Modi have anything to do with Joe Biden's victory? Please tell me. Please tell me. Tell me. Debate with Nalin. Tell me. Say so, Manasvi, it's your turn. Manasvi, line cut, okay, DK Giri says so. Come into the debate. What does this have to do with India?
Yeah. Well, you see, you mentioned Trudeau and Boris Johnson. See, the Prime Minister has nothing to do with it, but he made a very big diplomatic mistake by going to United States.
I didn't mention Trudeau or Boris Johnson, but continue.
The election of Trump. No, you did say they have reacted. So it is only our Prime Minister who went to United States and endorsed in a public rally, Aapki Baar Trump Sarkar. Was that politically correct? We forget that all.
Giri,
that was the mistake he has done.
Right.
Not with the capitalist.
Mr. Giri, you haven't got your facts right. With due respect, sir, once again.
That was a historic, severe mistake.
Mr. Giri,
yes.
Please permit me to answer that.
The whole world knows it.
What is the fact? I'm sorry, being younger to you in age. Yes. I need to say that, Mr. Giri, you've got your facts wrong yet again, which seems to be a natural habit. Let me first point out that wasn't an election rally.
Educate us.
Now, yes,
Educate
no,
us.
sir, I won't. That's an impossibility, Mr. Giri.
No.
Honestly, it's an impossibility because I firmly believe education has nothing to do with literacy. Education is a different state of mind as compared to literacy. We all could be literate and not be educated. So therefore, I am
yes,
not
come on,
anyone.
don't
I'm
be
too small a
philosophical.
person.
Again, you
I
are
am
being
too
very
small a
patronizing.
person to
Don't be
educate anyone.
philosophical, mister.
No,
Don't
I
be
am not. I'm
philosophical.
too
I know
small a
what I was
person
saying.
to. No,
You are
I'm
saying
too
he did
small
not do it. It
person
was
to be
an election
educated,
rally.
sir.
Come on.
I am
No,
myself
you are
learning
trying to
about
give me.
myself
You are
how to
being
be
very
more
patronizing.
educated.
You are
So
giving
I
a
am not
speech on
going to. No,
education
no,
and
don't get
intelligence.
agitated, Mr. Giri. This
Absolutely.
is what
Come
I
on. Don't
believe.
tell me that.
No,
He
no, I'm
did.
saying it right
Accept
now.
it.
I
Accept
myself
it.
am
No,
learning
because
to
you are
be
very
more
patronizing
educated.
and arrogant.
So I'm no
You are
one to
teaching
go
us
out
difference
there
between
and
education and
educate
intelligence.
anyone.
Come on, don't say
Sorry,
that.
Hours
Mr.
of Anarchy
Giri.
is a
are
great
saying that
debate
it is
tonight,
good.
I
viewers.
believe exactly what I want to say.
9:37
Yes,
p.m.
And I
it
will
was
say.
correct. You should be
No, Mr. Giri,
admit that it
your
was a mistake.
agitation is not
Admit that it
your
was a mistake. That is
agitation
all.
is not going to stop me from making my answer.
Oh, come on, you
So
are
as I
going to
said,
say not
sir,
a response.
no, let me go. There we are, Mr. Giri. You are elder to me, sir. You don't even want to hear somebody else have a point of view.
Absolutely. Come
I'm
on,
sure
don't tell me.
you are
And
another
you are telling
liberal,
me
Mr.
difference
Giri, and I'm
between
probably the
intelligence.
non-liberal person on this show. Because,
Yeah,
I'm after all
what
trying
do you
to
mean by
answer
liberal? Don't
while
put
you have
level.
asked the question and you are
Liberalism is
continuing
essence of
speaking.
democracy.
I
am a
thank you,
liberal.
Mr. Giri,
I am a
for
liberal.
actually
Liberalism is
confirming
the
my
essence of
hypothesis,
democracy.
which I
What is
made at the
liberal?
beginning of the show.
Liberal comes out
I
of
am
liberty.
deeply
Those who
grateful for
respect
your
freedom,
I want
assistance
to
those who
know.
respect
in
liberty.
proving
When
my
That is
are-
the essence of
hypothesis, Mr.
democracy.
Giri.
What are you talking? Are you not a liberal? Are you not a liberal?
So,
I am a liberal. Are you not a liberal? Say that you are not a liberal. What is democracy without being a liberal? What are you talking?
Mr. Giri,
What
this
do you
is
know of
going into the
democracy?
area what we
What
may
is
call
liberal? What comes
bordering
from? It comes
insanity.
from liberty.
This is going into the area bordering
Oh,
ludicrousy.
come on.
So will you
I
please allow me to make my answer? Mr. Giri, what are you trying to do? I'm presuming that you are making a case that you are a liberal by stopping me from making the answer
Okay,
to
we
the
are
question
straying away
that
from the
you
debate. My
asked.
job to bring it back. Here's a question, viewers. Here's a question, viewers. Here's a question. Here's a question. Let me turn it around. Let me turn it around. And who are these people? And who are these people? 1 minute. 1 minute. Sushant, bring in Sushant. 1 minute, please. You see, it's very difficult. Mr. DK Giri, don't fly off the handle. Please. Please, I'm pulling you back. Sushant. And who are these people? I say time after time, this lobby. These people, no, I'm coming to, okay, Manasvi, make your opening remarks. Please, Manasvi, yes. Who are these people? Who are these people making these comparisons, calling them bhakts? When there were protests against police brutality in June in the United States, wasn't the lobby instigating similar violence in India? 1 minute! Wasn't the lobby instigating similar violence in India? Saying, why don't Indians come out on the streets? So you were supporting violence. You wanted violent protests by minorities after a man was killed by the police in the United States of America. You wanted violence protests in India after the Hong Kong protests. You wanted the anarchy. Now you question the anarchy. You have no moral right to question the anarchy. You have no moral right to question the anarchy. I know that when there was violence in Hong Kong, these people said there must be similar violence in India. No, Manasvi, it's on record, huh? It's on record. The people instigating violence in India are questioning what happened at Capitol today. It's on record. Make your point, Sushant will respond.
Arnavji, you asked a very pertinent question today, that who are these bhakts? What kind of bhakts do we really need in our country is Desh Bhakt. What is happening is we have Vyakti Bhakt, we have Party Bhakt, we have Ideology Bhakt, we have Andh Bhakt, but we don't have Desh Bhakt. The point here is that anyone should be a Bhakt, that should be a Desh Bhakt.
What does Washington have to do with Delhi today?
1975, but he easily forgets about 1980, when this democracy gave Indira Gandhi 377 seats and she came back with thumping majority. That is the art and beauty of this democracy, and we are proud of this democracy. The point here is that whenever a question is asked in this particular country, you just want to divide the nation. Let's be united and have a healthy discussion.
What question?
There is no comparison and no parallels between India versus
You
India
want the same
USA.
situation in India.
When we interfere with the democracy of USA and ask, say, Abki baar Trump sarkar,
then why was a comparison made?
Diplomacy.
Why was a comparison made, I say, Sushant? Equally, if there is no basis for a comparison, why was a comparison made?
To Indian government, that's like why are they interfering in our democracy?
Sushant.
That's a pertinent question.
No, I want you to talk. No.
Part of the problem
Sushant,
is
responding.
that
Sushant.
there is this constant misrepresentation, and I really don't want to get into this debate, but they're always distracted by talking about this Abki Baar Trump Sarkar. If they just read the transcript of what happened, what was said just before he made that comment and what context it was made in, it's very clear he was not endorsing. Now please keep quiet. I kept quiet. यार आप चुप रहो ना, मतलब कि आपकी बात सुन ली है ना.
What is your slogan? What is your one-liner? People believe that one-liner. Everyone is not going to give read the manuscript or the transcript.
If you are going to dumb
People
down
are just going
yourself,
to believe that what
you are
the
supposed to
leader
be
is making a statement.
right now we were talking about education, but if you are that educated that you dumb yourself down to just go after a tagline, regardless of what was said, because the tagline suits you and the narrative you were trying to create. But that's not even the debate right now. The problem is what is happening in the US has links in India simply because there have been efforts in the past to try and replicate this kind of anarchy on Indian streets. So, for example, when you have Yogendra Yadav saying that I'm going to disrupt the Republic Day parade by bringing in tractors and having a tractor rally because these days he's not a psephologist, he's not a thinker, he's not a think tanker, he's not a political analyst, he's a farmer. So he's going to bring in tractor trolleys and he's going to disrupt the Republic Day parade. How is that any different from what happened, what the Trumpians did in Washington yesterday? Now, you see, this is the problem, that these guys justify violent protests. These guys justify anarchy, and that same justification will be brought in out here.
No. I'll give you an example.
That is where we will have a problem.
Okay, now here's one point. Taking off from what? No, exactly, Sushant, and taking it further with Smita. The point here to be made here is there's this piece, I'm told it came out in Scroll. After 370, it said what Hong Kong's mass street protests could teach New Delhi about Kashmir. So when there were mass street protests in Hong Kong, there's a Lutyens lobby who tried to instigate people over the abrogation of Article 370. The people talking about condemning, coming to you, Smita, at the end of the sentence, the people questioning what happened in Washington today are the same people who incite the same thing and hope day after day that the same thing happens in New Delhi. That's the point, viewers, and these are the lovers of anarchy. Smita, your turn.
Manasvi and Sushant were talking about Ab Ki Baar Trump Sarkar. It is necessary to talk about this, Arnab. The reason is because, there was a time, if you remember, when Dr. Manmohan Singh said to George Bush, and George Bush at that time was like an international pariah. At that time he said, India loves you, we love you. At that time it seemed cringeworthy, but no, it is the same thing. The fact is that the American president is a symbol. He is not just a person. Every nation has to deal with this lone superpower in the 21st century, like him or loathe him. We have to, because he's the American president, and India did just that. It was not smooth when Trump came in. It was bumpy. He was unknown, unpredictable persona. But kudos to our diplomats and those who carved the path, found friends to pursue the foreign policy goals of this country. It helps that there is bipartisan support for India in America and bipartisan support for America in India. And it doesn't matter whether it is Trump or Biden. Whoever is in Sarkar out there, India has to work with them. So please understand that there is no reason for you to feel small about wanting to do business with America.
This violence has stemmed from the fact that America elected a black president. This violence is stemming from the fact that a black president was elected as the president of America. That is why these white supremacists could not tolerate it. And a similar thing is happening in India, and we must uphold the pillars of our democracy.
The whites elected him for the second term. Obama was elected twice. Do you know this?
Is co-opted. Because today, India and America are the two greatest democracies, and the entire world is looking upon these two countries. And any attempt to subvert any institution of India will be called out. The leaders of the world will be calling out.
Saira,
you're talking about...
Saira, may I ask you a question,
since
please?
Obama's gone.
And for the second time in the 3 years, 6 or 7 months and 26 days, Since your first appearance on a program with me, I hope you will answer the question. My question to you is, today somebody tweeted, भारत में भी दंगाइयों को आजकल देशभक्त कहा जाता है. In other words, comparing what happens in India's parliament to Capitol. My question to you is the following. Tell me, when Narendra Modi got elected Prime Minister for the first time, when he went to Parliament House, when he bowed down on the steps of Parliament and touched his feet to the floor, did he go there with a verdict of the people backing him, or did he go there against the verdict of the people?
Definitely.
Just tell me
definitely.
this. So how can you make this ridiculous comparison?
To subvert that,
so he had the verdict of the people.
Everybody was quiet, fine, we are accepting the will
So why
of the
is this
people.
comparison, man?
So it's fine, it's all right. The problem begins when one political party does not follow the constitution and they feel that my religion is greater than yours, I'm a better race, I'm a bigger race, and they believe in the supremacy of a particular religion. That's when the problem
Who
happens.
said?
And you try...
Who said?
You know, ensure
who said that? Sriram, who said that? No, who said that? Who said it's a bigger race? What are you talking about? What are you comparing?
Constitution grants...
come on now, Lalil is coming back into the debate.
Mr. Goswami.
LGBT...
Mr. Goswami.
All communities,
Mr. Goswami,
everyone is equal
Mr.
in the
Goswami,
eyes of the law.
Mr.
Everyone is equal in the Constitution of India. And any attempt to show that we are greater than so-and-so,
Saira ji, which world are you living in, ma'am? Which world are you living in? That's the Constitution of India by which the Prime Minister Modi has taken the oath. Whereas something contrary to that happened. But I need to make three comments.
So tell me...
The first is to 1 minute. May I answer Saira ji? Saira ji, may I at least have the courtesy of being able to finish my sentence without... Madam, can't I have the courtesy to finish my sentence and my comment?
In the eyes of law. So today,
Madam, may I, Saira ji, make my comment?
CA and RC. It was about
May I make my comment, Saira ji? Saira ji, this is a monologue. Saira ji, this is a monologue. You know, Mr. Goswami, I have three comments to make. The first is, I find it amusing.
Decidedly.
But can we put that down, Mr. Goswami? It's very difficult to talk over a lady like that. It's not correct also.
Annul the winter session. You have to.
You know, I mean, we've heard Saira ji speak from Jaunpur ki Muli to right up to Brahman ke Rahasyo tak. Now, can I have my answer?
COVID, for God's sake.
Stakeholders into confidence. You cannot.
So are you a stakeholder who's never even contested an election?
Saira, I'm going to have to cut you off and take Pankaj now. Thank you.
May I finish my comment, Mr. Goswami? I have three comments to make. One comment is first and foremost to what Manaswani said. Desh Bhakta important. And I think one should understand that Desh Bhakts are those people who don't choke the economy and don't destroy public property. So this right to protest, to destroy public property can never be Desh Bhakti, no? I'm sure you agree. Whoever it is, you, me, any one of us. If we protest peacefully, we have a right, but we can't destroy public property and we can't choke the economic work of somebody else. We all have to work as Indian citizens for the welfare of all. Second, I find it amusing that those who are left-oriented from the left, with the left thinking, are the ones who never believe in democracy and give the greatest gyan on democracy. They are the ones who choke democracy globally. I mean, look at all the left-wing movements. They kill human beings in the name of left-wing liberalism, I presume. And then they speak about democracy. Look at left-wing violence. Then they'll give it a name like Naxalism.
I have an example as well.
Beautiful, Naxalism.
To back this up.
Naxalism. Okay. Number 3 is what Saira ji is talking about. In India, she's in an imaginary world. Most respectfully, I'd like to say, in an imaginary world. In this country, all are equal. But I can certainly tell you, Saira ji, that in the world, there are several countries where if you would go, you would be more equal than me. In India, I would be as equal as you, you would be as equal as me. But in many countries, you would be more equal than I would be. And therefore, I will simply put it, teach these things to those countries.
Oh, please. No.
No, please teach this gyan to those countries where it is needed, not us.
Oh, please,
India
please. That's terrible.
No, but there have been attempts
No,
This
Please don't do this.
racism,
Please don't quote George Orwell on my program. It's unacceptable.
and the
I'm sorry.
states this has to stop.
I'm
We
sorry.
believe in a
I'm
legitimate
sorry.
world
Please,
where
please,
our
please,
constitution
please,
guarantees
please,
that. Our
please,
constitution
please,
guarantees
please,
us
please,
a just
please,
and
please,
legitimate
please.
world.
We are run by human beings. Don't quote George Orwell out of context. It is unacceptable. Viewers, I want to ask.
Give you the right of violence.
Sri Ram is on the debate. How much time do I have, viewers? Sri Ram is on the debate.
Right-wing ideas.
Legitimate.
No, I have a question. Sri Ram is on the debate. Sri Ram.
And stop
And
the next
nobody has stolen
Okay, I have 1
anyone's
minute.
election. This is actually a legitimate state authority, and the society is
I want to
generally
tell you.
speaking happy with what is happening.
I want to ask you
We
one
don't
thing.
have the
I want to
chaos
ask
of
you.
America. We don't have the
Sri
disorder
Ram,
of America.
Sri Ram,
We are not
Sri Ram, there is a rag.
country. These people
Sri Ram.
sow divisions, and
Sri
we have to
Ram,
point them out or not.
my dear friend Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram Cholia, please don't behave like Manaswi. Listen to me, Sri Ram. My last question tonight. I hate hypocrisy. I can't tolerate hypocrisy. And I want to give you an example of hypocrisy to end the debate with tonight, viewers. There is a rag, R-A-G rag, called the New York Times. Unacceptably unresearched articles written with complete and blatant prejudice. When Biden wins, they say, Congress confirms Biden win. Great thing for American democracy. Sushant, they say. But when Narendra Modi wins, New York Times says, how Narendra Modi seduced India with envy and hate. And people like D.K. Giri celebrate. Nothing to say now, DK?
You tell it
Tushar?
to Smita Prakash, who is extolling the virtue of American culture and American democracy. No,
I
they have
thought
no
it at
business.
Smita.
Tell it to Smita Prakash, not me. She says that this is the best country in the world we should
have
follow.
no idea what
I agree with you. Arnav, I agree with you. I condemn New York Times. Tell it to Smita Prakash, who was saying that we should
He says she has no-
bow to America. Yes, yes.
Who said I
don't
said
think
bow
she- I
to
don't think she
America?
ever said that.
Don't put words in
I don't
my
think
mouth.
she ever
Is that
said
how
that.
you teach your students? Did I say bow to America? I said we have to do business. तो किसके साथ business करे? Xi Jinping के साथ
God.
करे क्या? Who said? Is that no? I said it is the most powerful country in the world and we need to do business with America. Are if they give you a green card,
On the
you
debate
get up
tonight,
and go
viewers.
just now.
I thank you for your tremendous
If they give you a
response to
visa,
the
you
lovers
get
of
up and
anarchy
go.
debate.
As soon as the
I
visa
thank you
line
for your
opens, you'll be the
tremendous
first.
response to the lovers of anarchy debate. Viewers, we the lovers of democracy against them, the lovers of anarchy, and on the other side tonight, why it's industry and agriculture. Viewers, my next hashtag is industry and agriculture, not industry versus agriculture in a few minutes.